Back to that touchdown.
Yeah, so take a look what they're trying to set up. So Turpin comes on the wheel. They go post, wheel, swing, drag. There is no one supposed to be on the right side of the field. So you can see he's clearly looking right. When he breaks to run, the nearest guy, there's no one on the side of the hash. But he gets the play long enough extended and just puts an absolute dime at the right pylon, and it's just not something you see a lot out of Cooper Rush. He's kind of what they call like an in-phase quarterback, and to play outside the concept of the play is a great job.
Is in-phase another way to say stationary? That is a sack for Parsons. Micah Parsons from the blind side of Young, and these Cowboys are making life miserable on the young quarterback.
Well, you talk about the formula. Here it is. Down by multiple scores. He gets one-on-one pass protection. Ike Ekwonu, former first-round pick, and just Bryce Young, again, he has no chance. The fumble to start the half against Oso Dinkizuwa. Yes, he fumbles. He's got to hold on to the ball. He has no chance. So what's been the strength of this team, the offensive line, this Cowboys defensive line's giving them fits.
4 sacks, 3 takeaways for Dallas today. Thielen with the reception, getting back the yards they lost on the sack. Yeah, Micah Parsons comes back. He misses the month of October with the ankle issue. 0 rush. #1 in quarterback hurries since coming back, and the biggest reason why this defense has started to play well.
Yeah, especially when you're up by 17 in the second half.
This is where he lives.
This is where you live, and Deron Bland, and of course when Diggs is in there. This is what they're meant to play in, and unfortunately now for Dave Canales as the play caller, up until this point, you've run one play action play. You've missed your opportunity. Everything going forward now has got to be drop back pass, and it's tough.
Bringing a blitz here. Young is sacked by Jordan Lewis. Everybody getting involved as Lewis, the nickel, gets the sack.
Nice. You talk about the impact of Micah Parsons. He didn't even blitz. So you can see the center has to go left. So everybody's going left here because that's Parsons. He drops, and now you don't have enough guys for Jordan Lewis. So even when Micah Parsons is dropping into coverage, he leads to a sack because you have to account for him when he's at the line of scrimmage, and you just run out of blockers.
Johnny Hecker's been way busier than the Panthers would like today as the punter. Turpin waits back on it. Takes Carolina bounce down around the 30 on that last possession. Key in the way in this 24-7 lead. This looks like a return to last year. Dallas takes over at the 27. Ezekiel Elliott starts the drive with a carry off the right side. Jewell pops in. He got 3, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's funny. You hate it for that, the Cowboys fans, but they've got to be thinking, we're playing so well, we're rolling only Monday, right? Like, it's so hard in the NFL. You say, oh, we're moving on, 24 hours, we move on to the next game, but a season like they've had, all of a sudden now, if today is their 7th win instead of their 6th, all of a sudden you start having playoff aspirations, you're doing the math. So, yeah, that Monday heartbreaker, the way it went down against Cincinnati, that's a tough one.
On 2nd and 7, a low throw. It's still caught by Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott makes a man miss. Runs forward to the 42. Got 12. You were talking about the defense looking like last year, but the offense has turned around some things that had bugged them all year and racked up some big plays today.
Yeah, remember, we showed you that graphic in the first half. Everything goes to big plays, right? 28th in the league. Red zone 31st. 3rd down 27th. Just really struggling. Look at today. 50% on 3rd down. 5 big plays already, and we still got a quarter and a little bit to go. And then the big one. 3 for 4 in the red zone. When you get opportunities in the NFL, field goals get you beat. And it's been a different animal today for Dallas.
Dowdle. Stopped by Fuller. Ball comes out. It's still loose, but Tolbert's on top of it. Oh, a golden chance right there for Carolina, although he may have been down. Either way, Dallas has it.
Yeah, it's twice now. Dowdle seems like he just keeps fighting for extra inches, and Again, he's down, but he's got to just protect the ball. You're up by 17. Third quarter's winding down. The last thing you want to do is give Carolina some life. So
after replay assistance, the runner was down by contact at the 45-yard line. Second down.
yeah, so it's important because now they're going to get those yards back. About 4-yard difference on second down now from where they recovered the ball on the fumble.
So it'll be 2nd and 6. They put together finishing drives with the big plays like they've had, and you get a 24-7 lead, something that Dallas has not experienced a whole lot of this year. Cruising in front. Trying to go to 6 and 8 on the season. And they're looking to go to 5 and 2 on the road. If they could just be average at home, this is an entirely different story for a team that had won 16 consecutive regular season home games coming in this year. 1 and 6 at home. Rush delivers a strike for a first down into Carolina territory to Cooks.
Yeah, it's funny, last year the conversation going into the playoffs was, are they ever going to lose again? And then it feels like that home heartbreaking, they got blown out by the Green Bay Packers. It feels like that was the turning point for everything, right? They were riding high, third 12-win regular season in a row, undefeated at home. And then you lose to the Packers, but they don't just lose. They get blown out, 7th seed in the playoffs, and obviously this year has been a mixed bag.
Dowdle dances his way into space and accelerates for a first down. A little burst for 12 more. Rico Dowdle over 100 yards for a 3rd consecutive game.
Yeah, watch the edge here by Schoonmaker. Mike McCarthy's high on him. Jake Ferguson. Once he gets that edge, now it's Dowdle. Set him up inside, help my blockers. He's patient, he's strong, he's got a really nice burst through the hole. Remember we said in the second half, he's one of the best rushers in the NFL. And you've got a lead and you want to close the game out. That's where the value of a run game really makes an impact in the NFL.
Turpin in the backfield here at his 2nd carry. Devontae Turpin only needs a little bit of space. He gets through it and gets another first down. I mean, you blink and he's already at the first down marker.
Yeah, but 2 snaps in a row. There's no edge player for this Carolina defense. So there's a 6 technique here. All they have is J.C. Horn. They have no one to come force this ball back up inside. Time and time again, everything's chasing inside out. And listen, it's no mystery. Dallas is going to get big. They're going to have multiple tight ends and fullbacks, and they're going to just keep running the ball until you stop them. They got to come up and defend the run here. Let them throw it over your head. You're already down 17.
150 rushing yards in this game for Dallas. There is a flag down. And that's been the blemish on this game for them. Too many penalties.
Full start. Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Although that's the first one of the half. TJ Bass. Clock winds again. Going to bring this 3rd quarter to a close. It was all Dallas in this 3rd right from the first play when they forced a fumble. Inspired change. 3 touchdowns today for Cooper Rush as his 4th quarter begins. 24-7 Dallas. Rush looking end zone. Wants a 4th. Wants Lamb instead. Broken up by Jackson. Underthrown, and Mike Jackson had good coverage on Lamb. 2nd and 15.
They traded for Mike Jackson back in August. Kind of fits the mold. He's a long, strong, kind of physical type off corner, and nice job there finding the ball. Cooper Rush just put a little bit more on it. Get it out there over the top and let CeeDee Lamb come back and try to compete for that at its highest point.
Yeah, TJ Bass, the right guard, who's in the lineup because of injury, down himself. Well, Rob Menschel. And continue to dig deeper onto that depth chart. Udoka's checked back in. And they still find a way to come up with an extra guy.
Still second down.
It's kind of rare to see that coming out of a break. I mean, you stand around the entire commercial break, you get your personnel grouping. So often what they do is you send out like a fake personnel because you don't want the opposing team to know, all right, we're going to be in 12, 13, 11, whatever it is. But clearly, they never brought the 12th guy off the field. And the penalties are really that and the Cooper Rush fumble. It's really the only glaring issues. Dallas has done a lot of things really well today.
One of the best games of the season for these Cowboys. Early on, fourth quarter, handoff here to Rico Dowdle, stopped by Clowney. And a lot of people feel like Mike McCarthy's coaching for his job here over these final few weeks. 3 consecutive 12-win seasons, of course. But you mentioned everything turned with the way they lost that playoff game last year. It feels like the narrative around McCarthy changed as well then, where it's kind of like, okay, yeah, regular season wins, but you got to win the playoff games. Then this season follows, no matter what's gone on as far as the injuries. It's still in the context of losing that playoff game, and with a few games left, is he still coaching for his job with his contract expiring at the end of this year? Hit at the line of scrimmage by DJ Waddle.
And I think the last thing you said is clearly the most important factor. It's very rare in the NFL for a coach to coach out the last year of his contract, especially when over 3 years you won 36 games. I mean, only the Kansas City Chiefs had won more regular season games over that 3-year span. So it was very telling this offseason when they decided to bring Mike McCarthy back for the final year of his contract, but not extend him. It felt like this was a prove-it year. Go play. I'm a big Mike McCarthy fan. I think it's really hard to win in the NFL, and you got to make sure you have somebody better to replace him with. That's the key.
Aubrey bangs it through, and Mike McCarthy, whose teams have averaged 26 points per game in his career, that's second in NFL history. That's just for you coming back there.
I'll tell you what, Bobby Reed, Matt Rossetti, they just moved up to, you were my #1 favorite on the crew.
Where am I heading up? Third?
You're minimum, max third.
Okay.
That's still up for debate, but man, a little Kings of Leon coming back from break. I'm a big Kings guy.
Okay.
And so shout out Bobby Reed, Matt Rossetti.
Tough week for Bobby. Big spill.
Tough week. Tough week.
Icy in Philadelphia.
Bobby's playing through some pain right now, so let's make sure everyone keeps him in your thoughts. He had a tough spill, cold, northeast, some ice on the stem. We'll just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. We'll just leave it at that.
His wife's still waiting for him to get up.
His wife was not concerned.
All right, Carolina takes over at the 30. Bryce Young to throw to the sideline. He goes, and Tommy Tremble, his first catch of the day. He got 8. We were talking about Mike McCarthy going to the break, and what does his future hold? And I know your big thing is, okay, who are you going to bring in?
Yeah, right. Exactly right. And, you know, change always sounds great, especially when you're not getting the results that you want. And listen, we all understand it. Mike McCarthy understands it. You see Jerry Jones. Like, the question becomes, are you confident enough that you're going to fix the problems that have held you back?
Hubbard for a first down.
You know, and I think when you look at this year, it's been the offense. But can you guarantee that your new head coach, whether he's the play caller or not, whoever play caller he brings in, without Dak Prescott and with offensive line shuffling and all of your star players on defense missing time, are you guaranteed that you're going to do any better? So those are the hard questions. That's what Jerry Jones has earned the right to decide. It'll be very interesting how it plays out. Hubbard out of the backfield. Liufau tackling. Chauncey Golston back to help. With a win today, and it looks like it's headed there, Mike McCarthy's going to pass Bill Parcells on the all-time list. I mean, I don't care if you have Vince Lombardi coaching this team this year. It's not going to be an easy year. No, it's a tough year. And again, this is going to be their 6th win. Monday night, again, not to keep rubbing it in the salt in the wounds of these Cowboys fans. We all saw that unfold, the fluke play on the deflected punt. All of a sudden, if they were 7-7 right now, you'd be saying, oh my God, the Cowboys could find themselves in the playoffs. Parsons there with a bull rush, almost got to Young. Instead, he extends it and throws it to the sideline. And let's see, Coker made the catch. And officials coming together. The hat's thrown off there. Did he step out on his own? Yeah, so that's the key. So did he step out of bounds?
Ruling on the field to take a complete pass.
Yeah. So he stepped out of bounds. So his foot was out of bounds when he caught it. Now, if he had stepped out of bounds and came back in, you still can't be the first player to touch the ball. So in that
đập gậy đâu hả? Đập một gậy hả?
đập gậy chả cái cọ chị gậy trong cái dao được không đó.
Không hiểu tiếng Việt cặc. Đu bàn, đập nói bây giờ tới đấy gì đu bàn. Trời anh vào tiền